Hey guys, what's going on? It is Illusions FC here today, bringing you a preview and prediction of the upcoming FIFA Confederations Cup, with the first game being Russia versus New Zealand. So let's get straight into the video. As we all know, Russia had a poor Euros last year, picking up 1 point from a possible 9. Recently though, Russia have had a few good performances, beating Hungary 3-0 and a 1-1 draw with Chile in Moscow. Due to the amount of key injuries, Russia have had a lack of attacking threat, which will show more when playing better teams in the tournament. After saying all this, my prediction is that being the host will obviously help Russia perform better, but I don't feel it will be enough for them to get out of the group. The opposition New Zealand tend to play in Oceania can make them very hard to judge, but with a solid backbone of Premier League defender Winston Reid and Championship defender Tommy Smith, they should be hard to score against. And with Championship Golden Boot winner and lead striker Chris Wood up front, they should have a deadly strike force. My prediction is though, although they only conceded 1 goal while qualifying for the Confederations Cup, I don't feel it will be enough for them to get through the group either. The European champions arrive in Russia with a well-stocked squad, despite leaving out Bayern Munich's Renato Sanchez and their hero from last summer, Adair, who didn't make the squad after a patchy season with Lille. But Cristiano Ronaldo, Pepe, and new Manchester City signee Bernardo Silva will travel. Since winning the Euros last summer at the Stade de France against the host, Portugal have won 7 of their last 9 games, so I'm sure Portugal will be fancied as one of the favourites to win the Confederations Cup. After considering all this, my prediction is that Ronaldo and his teammates will win the group easily, but will trip up in the semi-finals against Chile. Mexico qualified for the Confederations Cup after beating the US in a playoff match in 2015. Mexico also share the record with Brazil for the most appearances in this competition by featuring in 6 of its previous 9 editions. They also have won the Confederations Cup on home turf in 1999. Mexico also have an attacking threat that few teams can beat, with Chicharito and an informed Carlos Vela. They've only lost 1 of their last 13 games, so they look in good shape. After considering all this, my prediction is they will finish 2nd place in Group A, and they will be up against Germany. The last time these teams met, in the 2005 edition of this tournament, the game ended 3-3, so we can expect another high scoring game, with Germany just edging it. Cameroon was a surprise package of the African Cup of Nations in January when they managed to win the old tournament, despite missing key players like Joel Matip, who refused to play for his country. Vincent Aboubakar, who scored a magical winner against Egypt, remains in the squad, and his experience may be important again. My prediction will be that with a lack of top quality players, Cameroon will struggle, and although they should beat Australia, it won't be enough for them to get out of the group. Chile are a mouth-watering prospect at their best, and the Copa American champions will be loaded in Russia. Despite all the transfer rumours surrounding him, Alexis Sanchez will be expected to shine, and Arturo Vidal also featured in a strong squad. Chile followed up their continental success in 2015 by winning last summer's Copa America Continental, while their faulting World Cup qualifying campaign looks back on track despite a defeat in Argentina 3 months ago, whom they beat on penalties in both Copa finals. My prediction will be that Chile will finish 2nd in Group B, and after surprisingly beating Portugal in the semi-finals, they will narrowly miss out on the Confederations Cup 3-2 to Germany. Asian Cup final win in 2015 against South Korea in Sydney guaranteed Australia the Confederations Cup place. They have been in the tournament 3 times before and reached the final in 1997 where they got beaten 6-0 at the hands of Brazil. Australia are also unbeaten in 8 games of World Cup qualifying and improved dramatically in 2017. FC Luzern striker Tommy Juric, who scored twice against Saudi Arabia last week, will be looking for more goals, and Tom Rogic and Matthew Leckie are also a threat. 37-year-old Tim Cahill is still around, and Aaron Mooy was impressive in Huddersfield promotion to the Premier League, so he should feature in midfield. My prediction for Australia is that if they can surprise a callow Germany side in the opening game, they may open up the tournament for themselves, but it's more likely that they will fall short of a semi-final place. On paper, Germany's name might be enough to make them favourites, but the World Cup holders have sent an experimental squad to Russia. As a result, their fate is hard to predict. Leroy Sané pulled out due to injury, but Timo Werner will feature, and he has had a brilliant season with RB Leipzig. Meanwhile, Emre Can, Draxler, Kimmich and Mustafi all travel to Russia, but out of the whole Germany side, only Draxler and clone Jonas Hector have won more than 20 caps. My prediction for Germany will be you can never write them off, and I think they will have enough to win the group, see off Mexico in the semi-finals, and narrowly win Chile in a close game, 3-2. I'm sorry if I stuttered or repeated myself a few times. This is my first video, that's why that probably happened. But if you did enjoy it, can you please give it a like and a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.